Hello, this is Sarah Brosh. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm feeling a little under the weather, so forgive me if I sound a little raspy. I'm going to try to get through this pretty quickly. So this is going to be an impromptu update video. I just wanted to make a quick video. So first of all, I just want to ask, please, if you can, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is such a huge help to me. I'm hoping to monetize my YouTube channel relatively soon, and I'm going to monetize my YouTube channel so that I can raise legal funds. So it would be a huge help to me if you would subscribe. And also, of course, I will have my GoFundMe and PayPal me links below. And if you could go ahead and donate to my legal fund, it would mean the absolute world to me. Thank you so much to everyone who has supported me in whatever way you've chosen to do so. So I am feeling a little raspy because I'm a little under the weather, so I'm probably going to make this very quick. But most of you probably know, if you follow me on Twitter, if you did follow me on Twitter, my Twitter account has been suspended. It's completely preposterous, the reason for the suspension. I have appealed. I don't know the outcome, but I'm hopeful. I'm guessing because of the Christmas holiday that this was an automated response and it was a mistaken response. So I tweeted a tweet and I tagged Shonda Rhimes, and of course Shonda Rhimes is a public figure. She's an entertainment industry figure of epic proportions with 2 million followers. Shonda Rhimes had participated in the global defamation campaign against me. After the Living or Napping While Black hate crime hoax at Yale, she tweeted that I am terrified of black people and that I try to police them, and she tweeted that I'm the one who needs to be policed. So of course I can't even imagine how many death threats I received from her followers, and threats of violence, including sexual violence, after she tweeted this. I understand that a lot of people probably just joined the mob, the cyber mob, that almost drove me to suicide and that destroyed my lifelong human and civil rights, academic and legal careers without thinking much about it. I understand that. But when you're a Shonda Rhimes and you have 2 million followers, and you know that you're exposing someone to a mobbing, and you know that the person whom you're exposing to a mobbing will receive death threats and threats of violence, including sexual violence, and when you know that that person is a nobody who has no Twitter followers, you have a moral responsibility to make sure that what you're doing is the right thing to do. I really believe that. I really believe that. And obviously Shonda Rhimes did not do this, because if she had merely Googled my name, she would have seen that I'm a lifelong and entirely innocent human and civil rights licensed attorney activist, and she would have known that I had to be innocent, or at least that there had to be more to the story. So she failed to do that, because to her, I can only assume because to her I was just a white woman, just crazy, poor white trash who had been accused of racism by a black woman, and she didn't feel the need to investigate any further. So I called her out for having done this, for having participated in the destruction of my life. And not only was I an innocent nobody, but I was living like a hermit. I was living like a hermit at the top of a tower on Yale's campus, and I was struggling with severe PTSD, and I was living in a completely isolated dorm room, which I rarely left, and I basically spent all of my days working on my Saving the World project, my Yale PhD dissertation, which I've been working on for over a decade now. So anyway, so I tweeted, and the point of the tweet was not even, well, I'll just say the main, excuse me, I'm a little under the weather, excuse me. So the main point of the tweet was not even to call out Shonda Rhimes. What I was talking about was I was saying that if this can happen to me, an innocent nobody, human and civil rights activist who had dedicated her life to fighting oppression, then it can happen to absolutely anyone. That's what I was saying. I never could have imagined in a million years that Shonda Rhimes would have tweeted to her 2 million followers that I needed to be policed. It's a complete and utter veritable nightmare. I feel like I'm living inside of my own worst nightmare, my own personal hell, my own version of Sartre's No Exit. So the first tweet, basically, that was the point I was trying to make, was that what happened to me should terrify absolutely everyone, because if this can happen to me, it can happen to literally anyone. Shonda Rhimes could participate in the destruction of your life. Even if you can't imagine that could ever be possible, it can be possible. And I am living proof that that could be possible. You could be living like a hermit. You could be a lifelong human and civil rights activist who had dedicated her life to fighting oppression. And it's possible that in a couple days from now, Shonda Rhimes could be tweeting to her 2 million followers that you are terrified of black people and you need to be policed. That could happen to you. That was the point I was trying to make. And then I had a reply tweet where I said that she hadn't even bothered to Google my name before she did this. And I do feel, as I've mentioned, that she had, excuse me, a particular moral responsibility to do so, given her power, her social media power, and her reach. As did all of the other blue check mark, public figure, Twitter activists with millions of followers who had no moral compunction, felt no qualm whatsoever about destroying an innocent nobody's life. Excuse me. I should probably wrap things up. So the reply tweet also said that I can't even imagine how many death threats I received after she did that. And it also said that she had never apologized to me. So you might think that Twitter suspended my account because of harassment, targeted harassment, but they did not. The explicit reason why they suspended my account was for hateful conduct. Of course, this is absolutely and utterly ridiculous and farcical. I did not target anyone for their membership in a protected class. In fact, I was pointing out the fact that Shonda Rhimes targeted me for my membership in protected classes, including my mental health disabilities, because it is more than abundantly clear from the video, which was distributed by Lolata Siambola, recorded by Lolata Siambola, and distributed by Lolata Siambola, that I was being targeted on the basis of my mental health disabilities. That could not have been more clear. So, and also because I'm a white woman, of course. So I am the person who was being targeted. I am the person who's being mobbed. I am the person who was being cyberbullied into suicide on the basis of my membership in protected classes. I targeted no one ever on the basis of their membership in protected classes. And that is how Twitter defines hateful conduct. I did not engage in hateful conduct in any way, shape, or form. And that is what Twitter is saying is the reason for my suspension. So I have appealed the suspension. I am awaiting to hear back from Twitter. I am hopeful. I am hopeful that because of it was the holiday week, I'm hopeful that this was an automated response. I'm hopeful that this was an obviously mistaken response. And I'm hopeful that at some point this will get in front of the eyes of an actual human being who will realize that and who will reinstate my account fully. I'm hopeful. I'm trying to stay calm. And I have been beside myself with worry because I do still need my Twitter account desperately to save my life and lifelong human and civil rights, academic and legal careers that were destroyed by the global defamation campaign against me. So that's what happened, and that's where we're at. So probably most of you who are watching this are already aware because you followed me on Twitter. So I'm just trying to remain calm, and I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping that the Twitter support and Twitter police will be reasonable and will realize that this was a mistake and then we'll correct the mistake. So I will keep you all posted and let you know what happens. Okay. Have a great night. Thank you for watching.